team, and then you could play against some of the other people. See, now that I look at this team, I kind of drafted bad because we put Dan Marino as a wide receiver quarterback. We got him because of the video.
Check out.
I don't get him again, but yeah, I probably should have put more thought into this.
Subscribe to him. You sure hit that? Hey, hit that. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, guys.
So like I said, in 3 drives, whoever scores the most wins. He is up on offense first. We're going to see what he could do. Oh, baby, let's go, man. I'm so excited. I already know Cookie's about to do the absolute most. Look at him playing quarterback. He's going to try to go right back to himself. And he gets brought down for the sack. I'm going to send Derwin James deep, and I'm going to use her with my guy. My guy's so slow, honestly. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, my God, he lateraled it. He lateraled it. He's faced with a 3rd and going now. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. I think he has a man wide open. Oh, never mind. Dan Marino. What happened? Did I get that? We got it. Oh, what just happened? So we get a turnover to start the drive. We're going to see now what we could do. Go back to him. Go back to him. I told you guys, man, I learned some tricks. We're going to go right back to me.
What?
I dropped my
Hold on. No!
That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to
What was that? Listen, if I find Dan Marino in the end zone here, I'm going to.
in college football.
I'm going to. Ooh, Gronk. Oh, it's 4th and goal. I forgot. We don't have first downs. I'm going to go ahead and snap it to one of my wide receivers. We'll give it to RD, and then we're going to go ahead and throw it to me. Go! Joking! Oh, he did the... Dude, he brought the ball around. Did you guys see that? That was so nasty. We're going to go for the 3-point play. That was nasty. Can I see that again? I wish there was like an instant play. Look at this. Come on, yup. And he did the little switcheroonie. We got our thing lit up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap it to wide. Okay, never mind. We're going to do that. And then... Hello?
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach now always say.
Oh no! Is that me?
Off this bus. You're on a business trip.
We got it! Hey, Cookie Boy's about to turn up. I already know. He has like all the cheat codes. Like that man is a wizard. That's mine. That's mine! Oh, I'm still up. 2nd and goal. We'll go ahead and snap it to one of our receivers. And I'm going deep on this play. I'm going deep. Come on. Turn. Yes, sir. Yo, we are going off right now. All right, snap it to him. Come on. Bang.
I want to play 1,000.
That's a turnover. 2nd and goal.
100.
I'm going all the way back. Oh, no. You found a wide open man. I'm coming in there. Oh! That was a hit fumble. Show it. I need to see that. I'm gonna snap it to B right here, so that's so fun. Like, it's so crazy to be able to do all this. Hey, yo! Cookie Cook, come back! Or is it over? It's over! Let's go! Even though we threw a pick, I thought he had a chance to come back. He did use up all 3 of his drives. I used up all of mine. I told you guys we're going to do the absolute most. And I actually was the player of the game. I had 1 tackle, 1 takeaway, and 1 touchdown. You love to see it. I'm glad I showed you guys like the customization. We did solo challenges and even a game online. So right now, our XP should go up by a lot. We did get a skill point towards Lamar Jackson's prototype. And as you guys see, I went ahead and used my...
It's a go.
It's a turn on. That's it.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
I
don't know who you are, but
Fat.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
You're fat. You're fat.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
I just let go.
Oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense guessing. So if there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader?
Hey, Jesse from DraftKings telling you there's 100 million reasons to DraftKings is celebrating the return like DC has to 100 million. Plus everyone including a guaranteed $1 million cash to a lucky person. Just download the DraftKings app and...
Hey, can I borrow you for a second?
Here we go!
Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Right, right. National championship. All right, I made a promise to my brother. Since I can't throw the ball myself, we need to be on the same page.
Dang. She said,
Tabo.
do not look at my last name, y'all.
Tabo. I'm about to smack you, too.
Is it Pillar?
No. No, don't hit you, right?
No. Dot. No. Dot. Y'all, I'm doing boss right now. It's a big pump. My foot. This monkey. Stick with this. Oh, I literally do it. Shit. I played this before. Should not go out of bounds.
Hey, turn it down.
No, I'm not the tallest I've seen. Should not go out of bounds. Played this before. I played this before. Who's that way? Catch the ball! Yes, sir! Yes! You smell your butt! That's nasty.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
Ah, why you hit me that hard? I'm forcing off. Tee up, man. When I say tee up, I'm teeing up. I'm forcing.
See that shit? See that?
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Oh,
Well,
Henry.
his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense.
I just farted. I just farted.
Coach just wants to
I
put him
just
in the
farted.
best
That's what I
position to
think.
succeed.
No, it's not wrong, man. Or this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy
Pick it up. That's yours? Pick it up. Unless it's a straw.
Right?
And it's not
I need to prove to him I can handle this. Playing the safe's the best option.
Put
You
it.
can prove anything,
Put it on the
especially to
tray.
him. Dude had you on the bench for 4 years. Remember that? You need to wake up.
Put it in the tray. Move. You in my camera. Open
There's a
it.
lot at stake for all of us. And more so for Isaiah. So you don't take what he says personally. You're doing the right thing.
Okay? It was a good game.
Can you give me a lift? Yeah, I got you. All right, let's go. All right, brother. What is you, Los? Utahs, your host Utahs, ride with no roof on.
Why are you warning me?
The 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, I'm not fast. I already did all this.
Tonight.
I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I can
Hey,
run.
man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. He's alive.
Catch him.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. On the ground, it's Gold. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Fulton to throw. He's got Gold. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down. Gold, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This fielded at the 2. They juked him, fights him off. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Already down 7-0. Here comes his first collegiate snap on 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to take off with it.
Whoosh.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to how the speed really picks up in this game, and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles. That's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Going to go with Keller here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? Touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Nigga! That won't even help you.
The Ducks going to line up here and go for the 2-point conversion. Now a toss coming right side. Huggins. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. Running it with Gold. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Fulton sets to pass it. It's complete. It's Gore. They get 11 back on that one, and it leads to 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Well, a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Griffin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They give the nod to Gold here. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Fulton. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here are the Sooners now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Sooners have jumped out in front. But there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will be taken in at the 1.
Made this ain't look easy.
Fighting through it. He hits space. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Easy, y'all.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
They'll throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets as time expires in the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. But when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw.
Look at the F setting. My last name, Daddy.
Do you feel about the first half? That's how we play. Let's go. We had a great first half. Keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good... Second half. Let's go.
Hey, Coach, really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me. I'm over it. All that matters is the win. All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half? Let's do it. Let's get him. Thanks, Coach. All right.
Time to
The
go
winner
crazy,
goes on, the
y'all.
loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. Let's just feel it at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back and go, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense that able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden, he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career in the NFL. So it can definitely happen. He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his...
Sugar, water, mix, like this.
Yep. We need to bring the GTA home. Then we're good.
Legs and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon.
Give me a touchdown.
He'll drop to throw. On the move to his left.
Give me a touchdown.
This one is down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick slant caught by Streets. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that we've seen in the past from them. They needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now the deep...
And he will have a touchdown.
I think this is my second.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it, because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Fulton. First week of the preseason, probably not to pass the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all...
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
Take the last one. Why put on song?
Because I feel like it.
Decorate your block of red tape, phone sliding every day. Watch your high little screen out the top. I was serving fiends all day. I done posted with the gang, nigga. We was taught to get it off the block. It's 100 bands in the safe. Now I got expensive taste. Michael Mary Jeans, still off the knock. I've been on my grind every day. Don't believe it, taking breaks. I ain't stopping till we chillin' at the top. Swerving on the E-way.
There he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed, you be doing that was pretty much a get off of me run and all the way into the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
We got this.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, hey, I told you to affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle. See how they attack him here. Second down. Fulton. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. They'll get 9 yards. That sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Fulton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route. and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Looking to throw. Fulton will take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hakeem Kane, 43 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. This is a line.
Come on now.
Look at him go. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he dives into the end zone. Gets the 2 points.
Broadcasting rules, like declaring a game over before it's over. But that one puts him in real jeopardy now.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that.
Obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately need.
I say it again, and work on the count up, Get back and sit back and let back and through the channel. I flew through the channel, I'm watching the streets and they know I'm in Zella.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line.
I got the home in the disc out, so one of the
He'll have the first down past the 40. And he'll be brought down quickly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. What made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in with a big play.
Now back to throw. He'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but it's still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. Cover responsibilities behind you, and if you take it too quick to try and get it down, he might have lopped it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get it down.
Steps away. He may try to run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well, 1st down. The Ducks have come up now on a 1st and goal situation. To throw here. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. The Ducks going to line up here and go for the 2-point conversion. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. Look at this guy, youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when coaches tell us when they scoring special teams 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number in
Big pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if you get in a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. Isaac Fulton, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, down the right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. You've got quarterbacks who can actually move it with his legs. That's an extra option, an extra weapon for them, and they should utilize it more often.
It looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking anytime he touches the rock.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Huggins. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running it with Huggins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Huggins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. 2nd and 15. Open man here, Streets. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. That's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline kick.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. From 3 yards out. And the Ducks Bucks have furthered their advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
In a minute, so don't hit me up. Then I mix my pills with prescription drugs. Put my bill to my knees.
Here's Oregon set to kick it
Now my
off.
back is ain't rich now. But we ain't talking about no sex, you ain't get it up. Now I want you so my dick is being spilled up. Real ugly little bitch, I ain't spilling up. You put me in the I'm in the trenches with the sharks, I ain't have a heart.
The Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. Just one last drive.
Some people like to do that. But you get the girl coach, what do you want to call? They just wave the hand like, who cares? Just get out there and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Put this one behind them. That's into the hands.
Hey, trying to be a friend of your man. No, you gotta say, wait, I'm about to say.
Touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback. The Oregon Ducks are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
The bitches I made easy, you would not believe it. This shit was never easy, I'm with you, kid. Been 2-3 scenes, we had 3 back to back, I'm working. Back to back, told all them lies, I was perfect. I've been trying to run the streets deep, I was thirsty. Gotta watch my back, a lot of niggas trying to hurt me. That's why I keep my 50 and my 30. Niggas ain't shit, they watch the detergent. Big backwards, set back, turn. Back, turn, like a turn. Bitch, I made you, took you out the hood and I saved you. While the other niggas trying to play you. You want crazy, you want crazy. I ain't on the label.
Thank you, sir. How's a gutsy performance out there tonight? You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago. Thanks, Coach.
I've never heard you say it, so I don't have my answer.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
When you're able to get out there,
We got this,
do
man.
it in an SUV you can rely on. With an available
Football's my
360-degree surround view monitor
gotta stay
and the
grounded once
#1
more.
compact SUV in initial quality by J.D. Power.
Isaiah!
Hyundai Tucson.
Looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
You're just getting out of prison. How does it feel to be part of the system?
Emily has the next game.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink. Pink, no question. Come on. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's playing. I had a unicorn. I had a mane that matches his
on stars and fuck the baddest horse. I was on tour with niggas that so raw. Started selling white, we won't sell it no more. Like Trump ain't feeling us. Cops still killing us. Niggas taking shots, can't stop. They ain't real enough. Cut it off, act like she did, then it's killing her. New dawn, earn my teeth. I left her sealing up just to kill him softly. Ooh, get him on me. Try to crucify me like a Jesus the way she crossed me.
I wanted to know
too
if you
bossy
could do
and
something for
too
her in the
thorough.
national
To move like a weirdo. On point like an arrow, we started off with 0. Now I'm seeing M's.
wanted you to
Diamonds
throw
like water and they coming out the gym. Shooting like hard if your head was the rim. Cause niggas wanna lie me like a ship up in a trim down.
4
Back when I was
touchdowns.
broke, they was cool with it.
Every move I make, I'm in the news with it. Even if I ain't do it, they be like, you did it. My teacher always used to tell me you gonna lose, nigga.
How can you turn
That's
down
why I
the
never went to
space?
school, nigga. And while I'm rapping like I got something to prove, nigga.
I came up with some
When I'm
sort
about
of
to
signal
mention
to
with
give you,
the
so you know we're thinking about you.
Billy with the step, I get into with it. Move with it,
for a
cause these
touchdown.
niggas wanna take my life.
I love
No
it.
weapon form against me every time I pray at night. Scuba daddies in the field, that's the way of life. And make them fuck their best friends like that was dice. Reaching for the Glock every time I play the light. I'm on 12 o'clock every time I play them bikes. I'm with the pack, getting back, yeah. Spit dope, nigga, sell a smack, gang. I'm getting chips off music like rap snacks, yeah. Similar cash off everything that's fat. Money, power, respect, even brothers on the jet. I know these niggas upset, they ain't seen me fall yet. Went too low. They wanna see me fall. Now I will never sell my soul. I'm on some shit that they ain't seen before. Dream chaser, catching all my goals.
I don't think it has to be.
I don't need these hoes. Put money, me and all my woes.
Manage the
Feel
game.
me,
Don't
know
make the
it's
big
all
mistake.
I want. Y'all niggas going all out for blockers in the frenzy. Truck to the Bentley. Ain't doing no interviews, I'm busy, nigga, we litty. So when you see me out, don't ask me about no Nicky. Fuck, I look like turning my business on windy. Niggas gossip like queens. We been serving fiends. 40 with your windows out, Jasmine Sullivan. They told them pop mileage. I told them to be kings. Sipping 1942 like it's clean. I done seen all these niggas try to downplay my dreams. So I'ma give it to them every time I'm on that scene. Pull up ghost up. Rain fresh when you see me. Some suckers wanna be me and some suckers wanna leave me. I know it. I go through it, don't show it. I told niggas who wrote it, ain't taking back what I quoted. Started out with a quarter, flipped that to a half, turned that to an ounce. Got some shit in the stash. Nigga said that he gon' rob me, put a brick on his ass. Every killer in my city trying to look for his ass. And one thing about me, Millie, I'ma get to a bag. Had to starve all day just to get to it fast. Like Ramadan told K's like it's Palestine. Real niggas in my IBM, bottom line. Ever since I'm at Ross, since I got that line. I gave my mama 10,000 at least 1,000 times. Do the math on it.
It's a game of football.
They wanna see me fall. Now I will never sell my soul. I'm on some shit that they ain't seen before. Dream chaser, catching all my goals.
Find a way to appreciate this moment.
Need these hoes.
This time with your teammates.
Money, me and all my
taking
woes.
the crowd.
Feel me, know it's all I want. Y'all niggas going all out for this my cocky flow. Damn, Daniel, why you stand up, Mr. Miyagi though? This that rose gold pen coming like 94. Mean nothing to me, I tell you how I got it though. Rain sleep. On that corner when the blow slow. Everybody was trying to trap, started popping low. Heard that bitch said she cut me, I was like, adios. In the field, knock them down, it look like domino, y'all niggas. I turn my Impala to a race. When you get a dollar, they gon' hate. Put my mind in the crib with the gate. Private school for home, baby, now they straight niggas. They wanna see me fall. Now I'm never sell my soul. I'm on some shit that they ain't seen before. Dream chaser, catching all my goals.
Get somebody.
I don't need these hoes. I'm doing money, me and all my woes. Feel me, know it's all I want. Y'all niggas going all out for.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. Here we go, the matchup we've all been waiting for. Number 1 versus number 2, and off we go in the College Football Playoff National Championship in Santa Clara. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. He's 1-0 as a collegiate starter, but now that pressure, it ratchets up quite a bit. The Ducks have it 1st and 10. Down there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. They beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. They'll run with Keller. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets them back now for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to run the ball to something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took it out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent. It's a lot easier when you see it, you call it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yard, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now this is Keller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. He'll find the open man in Streets. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. What a methodical run this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And they will surge forward for about 5 yards down to 10.
I don't care what about saying. If they not open, I'm running. Take it off.
Second and 5. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The Ducks will come up now on a first and goal situation. On the ground, this is Rust. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Jared Rust taking it in. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. To see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
Tell me I got it.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake. Cooper nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out there.
Louisiana Baton Rouge.
The Ducks came defensively. They got right after it.
You were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we can see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they've spotted. Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to Streets. 15 yards on the play. First down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch your mouth, no dissing me. Here we all go.
Back to throw now. First down. He's going to hit. That's caught at the 25.
Let's go!
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
I literally caught that thing, and I'm too bad to catch it.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
What is y'all doing?
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, he can knock the receiver down. He can take him out of the
Y'all not gonna look. Y'all not gonna see it.
downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Cooper now operating from the gun. And Thomas has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed. And they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 2nd down. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big.
All you do is stalk other whole pages. You cannot afford a payment on a pivot. Keep it professional when you DM me. You know you're supposed to be out of my business. Cocky and everything that I deliver. DMC, I'm fighting with dreams. We cannot do this in front of the children. Having this shit, she gon' go get a pill. But no, this so crazy, it probably won't kill me. Would you hear me? Energy, every day. She don't trust a nigga. Nigga, I don't trust a winner. Energy, every day. She don't trust a nigga. Nigga, I don't trust a winner. Y'all going by the ball. Y'all going by the big ring jaw. I can't see Aretha Franklin and his name. Y'all going by the ball. Y'all going by the big ring jaw. I can't see Aretha Franklin and his name. Up, let me do what I want. Go roll the touch cutter, gon' launch any Cali. Just call me an alley. You tell me to add it and daddy gon' punch. Crunch time, got a count in the clutch. Bust down out the hope with the blood work and open the pipe, pouring open the cup. Partner body, about to open it up. Big body doors opening up. Big Jamaican unloading the truck. Big weight about to go in the truck. Bad bitch, give me right in the trunk. Just chill, folk, give in the front. 250 folk to show them a club. Capping like they got more than us. Matter of fact, I just ordered up. Shoplifting, they recorded us. Remember back on the model bus. I can remember you treated me shitty back then, cause I wasn't important enough. Straight from the back, I'm gripping a bitch, throwing dick in the kidney, she balling up. In the mirror, I glisten the button, ignition, the engine go look when I started up. Oh, flex star, energy, yeah, star. Every day, she don't trust a nigga, nigga, I don't trust a winner. Flex star, energy, yeah, star. Every day, she don't trust a nigga, nigga, I don't trust a winner. I'm going by the ball, y'all going by the big ring jaw. I can't see Aretha Franklin and his name. I'm going by the ball, y'all going by the big ring jaw. I can't see Aretha Franklin and his name. Hey, forgive me if I'm not energetic. I keep doing right this bitch. When I got a motherfucking GPS model to screen for my league. When I got a motherfucking video telling me I can go travel to spend money. When I can't travel to make money. You know, forgive me for not being enthusiastic, you hear me? When I got these fucking dick suckers on my motherfucking back 24 hours a day playing with me, you hear me? And now you fucking playing with me. Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up.
know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, and then a cheapskate, huh? Niggas gotta move on my release day, huh? Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice as
I don't lock the door.
that's when I be over like what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back on every G, God forbid. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist, doing front flips. Giving you my number, but don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas call me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush.
It's cool, man. Got red bottoms on. Life is good. You know what I mean? $100,000 for the cheap ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. I done flew one out of Spain to be in my domain, I'm automatic, bitch. Dropped $3 on the ring, cause it's been a truck, little bitch. I was in the trap, serving cocaine, they ain't been the same since. Granted, she was standing right there while I catch a play on the brick. I made them little niggas go hate when I Taliban in this bitch. I done been down bad in them trenches, had to ride for that stick. Who gave you pills, who gave that dust, Pluto sent you on the blick.
Come outside with us? How you gonna take mine?
I'm on a PJ line and blood backwood. I'm trying to tote that drip on London and then it's extended.
Yeah, why you, bro? Throw this away.
Yeah, I ride for my niggas.
I'm talking about these umbrellas.
We finna go outside, so see y'all.